they did. It was like a 95% predictability.
That seems more scientific to me than the muscle testing that people do. Uh,
Yeah. Yes.
and I
Yes,
know
I
people that
agree.
do it and get paid a lot of money to do it, to review
Oh my
marketing
god.
materials and stuff. But I just never was a big could get into it. I mean, I actually had trouble in college. There was a guy that was working with the college athletes. I went to college on a football scholarship. He would hypnotize people to help them run faster, so they'd be more
Oh, wow.
relaxed
Did it
and run
work?
faster. It worked for most people, but it didn't work for me because I just refused to be hypnotized. And so
Well,
I, it,
that's not gonna help you, is it?
well, yeah. I mean, I tried, but my mind wouldn't let go enough. I guess I must be a control freak or something. But I did run into a funny thing one time when I said I could not be hypnotized, and the guy said, "Let me just do it." I said, "Okay, go ahead." And so he said, "Pick what's the problem you have?" "Well, I eat too much." Pick a food. Chocolate chip cookie. So I'm just throwing this away to please the guy because I don't want to offend him. And
Mhm.
and so he's talking, talking. You're getting sleepy. No, I am. I'm thinking I'm not sleepy at all. In fact, I wish I had a chocolate chip cookie right now. So, so uh, fast forward, didn't touch a chocolate chip cookie for 2 years.
No, seriously.
Yeah. So
That's a great story.
well, yeah, I abbreviated it, but I mean, so there's a lot of things when you think you understand something, you think you're in control, you're not necessarily in
Yeah.
control. But this Fitbit thing is really interesting. So, how would someone put that into practice? Would they be more touchy feely in their presentation? I don't know if that would work on me, but like you're saying, it had a very high correlation of success, right?
So the whole story, and I write about this and I teach this, is how do you use exactly the findings of that study that oxytocin release is correlated to higher purchase intent? Is that, and this is something that's known and talked about by a lot of people, is that emotion is at the root of every purchase. So
Mm-hmm.
everybody thinks that purchase is a logical thing, and it's not. In fact, other studies have shown that the purchase decision is made within seconds, and it's made on several things that your intuition gathers. In fact, intuition is like your brain is like a computer, and it's amassing all of this enormous amounts of data and feeding you back a result and a decision, and you don't even know, you have no awareness of what that is, but it's, in fact, it's coming across as your intuition, your gut feeling, and trust. So the way to elicit that in a prospect, whether one-on-one or one-to-many, is to use emotion in selling and in marketing. And the way we do that is the number one way we hook, especially, that I do elevator pitch polishing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
As you
you're
said, I tore into the guy, which
well.
I'm dying to see which episode you saw. It's hilarious.
No, you
Um,
were sweet about it, but I'm thinking, man, she's got a knife edge that she's been through this a lot. So of course I
yeah.
joke around a lot, but this was very
No,
very
I know.
powerful
I know.
stuff. Yeah.
I know, and I really appreciate you saying that because I know you're like one thing, you're like a straight shooter. So to get back to the story, the way that I teach people how to use emotion, especially in the first like 15 seconds when you do your elevator pitch, is to use their pain, because we are humans psychologically wired to look for danger, and when uh, 70% of humans purchase based on pain, and when the words that you're saying to people, as soon as you open your mouth, is about their pain instead of about you, they're hooked. They're listening because they need to watch for that danger. And you're talking about danger to them. You're talking about their pain. So that's the emotion that we use, pain, most often and most successfully with our marketing messaging, starting with your elevator pitch to
Now,
get their attention.
have they done any studies with this Fitbit kind of study as the difference between in person and remote?
I haven't seen any. Like I remember at the beginning of the pandemic, there were some studies done about Zoom and the effectiveness of Zoom sales meetings versus
Mm-hmm.
not non-Zoom sales meetings. And the latest research that I've seen is that most buyers are going to be. In fact, in China, which is where all this started.